Come closer, come closer. I gotta talk to the people. Tank, tell the world where you rank yourself in pound for pound.
I'm number one.
Okay, once again, I want the people to know this. Where do you rank yourself in the sport of boxing right now?
Number one.
Hey, he let his hands do the talking, and on the outside, I'm gonna do the talking. Money, man, all motherfucking day. Follow the Uno, and I'm out.
When you come in the arena and you see me play, don't you? You see me give everything I got, right? But we talking about practice right now.
What's going on? It's your boy KCJ, and I'm back with another banger for you guys. All my day ones, please like this video. Do that for me now because it helps the channel grow. And for those of you who are new to the channel, please subscribe. With that being said, let's jump into the video. Who is Gervonta Davis? Gervonta Davis was born November 7th, 1994. He is from Baltimore, Maryland, Sandtown-Winchester community in West Baltimore, which is one of the most crime-ridden areas of the city. Now, Davis' parents were addicts to crack. They left him and his brother in the house by themselves, and eventually they went into foster care for 3 years. Now, his grandmother fought to get them back. He actually went to a group home and was released to his uncle and went right back to the group home, then finally released to his grandmother. Now, Davis said in an interview that the hardest thing he ever had to go through was during a time when his family looked at his brother as the favorite. He was so bad that his grandmother used to tell him that the other grandkids were her favorites and he was never going to amount to anything or be anybody. Now, his uncle saw him fighting outside their doorstep. He decided to take Gervonta Davis to the gym. Now, that gym was Upton Boxing Center. Davis was bad, and this was a way to prevent him from fighting in school and on the block. Now, after the gym, he felt love. Now, this was the type of love he said that he wasn't getting at home. Gervonta Davis started boxing at age 7. He started out training with Calvin Ford's son at Upton Gym, and when his fighter got locked up, Ford started training him and they clicked. He went to school from his house, slept there, and at his job. He basically didn't live at home anymore, where he was sleeping on the floor anyway. Now, Ford said that Davis had to be at his side at every moment or he would find a way to get in trouble. Calvin Ford, aka Coach C, spent 10 years behind bars himself, right? Now, before his son went to jail, he told him, "Dad, you'll be a good role model for him." And that led to Gervonta Davis winning his first championship at age 10, which wasn't the Golden Gloves, it was for the Silver Gloves. Now, he traveled to DC, Georgia, and Kansas City to fight in the tournament. Now, that same guy Davis beat came back and beat him the following year. Now, Davis said it was because he had gotten big-headed. Now, when Davis won the belt, he said that he knew someday he was going to be world champion. His trainer told him that if he wasn't a fighter, he'd be a killer. Now, check this out. Davis said mentally, going into each fight, his thoughts was to kill him. Now, Gervonta Davis did try another sport, and the reason why is because his grandmother punished him for getting into trouble and didn't allow him to compete in the tournaments, right? So he decided to try something else. Football. Guess what? He quit when he was allowed to box again. Gervonta Davis dropped out of high school to continue his boxing career. Now, he later went back to earn his GED. Amazing for him. He won the Golden Gloves at age 17 in 2012. He didn't make the Olympic team because he was too young. Now, from there, he ended up turning pro when he did turn 18. Now, Adrian Broner actually walked him out at his first fight. Why? Because Broner was like a big brother to him, and Davis was scared. Not to fight, but in general. Davis went on to knock the guy out in the first 15 seconds. People started comparing him to a young Mike Tyson. Now, hold on before you start getting on me. Now, Davis had a very successful amateur career, winning many national championships. He won the 2012 National Golden Gloves Championships, 3 straight National Silver Glove Championships from 2006 to 2008, 2 National Junior Olympic gold medals, 2 National Police Athletic League Championships, and 2 Ringside World Championships. Now, Davis finished his amateur career with an impressive record of 206 and 15. Now, everyone wants to know what's up with Gervonta Davis and Adrian Broner, right? Now, let me explain. He knew Broner before the fame. He's like a big brother to him. He met Broner when he was 14 years old. His trainer dropped him off in Ohio to train, and he stayed with Adrian Broner, right? He became such good friends with Broner that he told his trainer that he wasn't coming back, right? Now, Broner used to put in a good word to Al Heyman on Davis's behalf, and that's a very good look. He's been around Broner so long that he already knows what he's going to do. That's how he said how he stay out of trouble when he's with Broner, right? Now, they did do a movie together. I got to hook up too. He said that he was on a scene with Broner, and Master P saw them, and he asked them did they want to be a part of the movie, and they agreed. Moving on. Gervonta Davis was with Al Heyman before he met Floyd Mayweather. When Davis first signed with Al, he didn't actually speak to him until he was about to fight for the world title. He would call up people on Al's team and go through them. Then one day, he wanted to speak with Al Heyman. He got him on the phone by saying, Al Heyman is my manager. I'm about to fight for the world title. I haven't spoken to him yet. That's when Al called him and they talked. When Gervonta Davis met Floyd Mayweather, Floyd flew him out to Vegas with Broner. He sparred with Devin Haney, and Floyd liked him. Before he signed with the money team, Floyd had to pay off some guys for Davis that he was caught up with. Davis spent the entire summer with Floyd Mayweather. Mayweather brought him a Rolex, a Jeep worth $60,000, and took him out on a yacht. Floyd looked at him like a son. Davis said his family never had a car, and he used to ask himself, would he ever get one? They had a good time that summer. Davis said that he didn't have to sign with Floyd, and he could keep everything. The items were gifts. Floyd actually put Davis on game while he was there. They didn't just talk about boxing. Davis said Mayweather taught him about financial strategies on saving money, what to spend his money on, building his team, and how to earn the most money possible throughout his career. Gervonta Davis would get his first title fight against Pedraza at 130 pounds. Now, Davis said he remembers moving back the curtains and getting ready to walk out. He said that everyone in the arena was yelling at him, and he shut the curtains. He asked himself, was he ready for this? He told himself that he was willing to do anything that night and give it his all. Now, during the fight, Davis said he felt like everyone was against him, that everyone was saying that Pedraza was going to win the fight. Now, when he got into the ring, he said he blacked out and thought he was fighting everybody in the arena, and he took it out on Pedraza to prove a point. Now, he hit Pedraza with punches that normally knocked out prior opponents, and he was just walking through them, right? Now, he said he knew he was in a title fight at that moment. Now, their game plan was to hit Pedraza with body shots, shots he's never seen before, and to break him down. It happened in the 7th round. Now, Davis hit Pedraza with a vicious right hand, and it dropped him. Game over. It looked like he snapped Pedraza's neck. Now, Davis became the youngest champion in boxing at 22, and when he jumped on the ropes at the end of the fight, he felt like the whole arena was against him, and he overcame that at that time. Now, that's why the facial expression that he had wasn't happy. He was still mad because they doubted him. Now, at the end of the fight, Floyd Mayweather came out and called Davis the future of boxing. He doesn't say that about anybody. Now, before the Fonseca fight, he caught an assault charge from his brother and his brother's friend. Now, according to Maryland court records, the alleged incident took place on August 1st, 2017, but did not indicate who was involved or what had happened. Now, I'm going to give you the goods on that later. Now, in the amount of $100,000, unsecured bond was posted for Gervonta Davis' release. Now, Davis was due to appear in court on October 9th. Right? The charge was later changed to a misdemeanor second-degree assault at court. Anthony Willard, that was the guy's name, a childhood friend, complained that Davis punched him on the side of the head with a gloved fist. Right? Now, he then stated he was diagnosed with a concussion in the hospital. The incident took place at Upton Boxing Center in West Baltimore. In court, the charges were dropped by Mr. Willard. Right? Now, according to the Baltimore Sun, they stated that Davis and Willard both embraced and walked out of the courtroom together. This is what Gervonta Davis said happened. His brother was disrespecting their mother and showed up to the gym to talk to Davis about it. Gervonta Davis was 132 pounds at the time, and his brother was around 200 pounds. And he used to box, but didn't take it as serious as Davis. Now, Davis said no one touched him. Davis did say when they were younger, he beat his brother when they used to get into fights. Now, his brother and his brother's friend were both trying to extort Davis for $10,000. This is probably why it was dropped, right? Now, Davis' mom had called and said his brother disrespected her. Davis told his mom he was going to knock him out when he saw him again. He wasn't going for that. Now, his mother told him his older brother was on the way to the gym. Don't touch him. His brother did show up with Willer, and Davis didn't want to talk, right? So the security threw his brother out, and Davis ended up taking it out on Willer and knocked him out, right? Now, Davis said he would never fight one of his homeboys, right? Because he knows the advantage he has over them. He said they'll be asleep, right? And that's exactly what happened to Mr. Willer. That's what led up to the co-main event of Floyd Mayweather Jr. versus Conor McGregor on August 26, 2017 at the T-Mobile Arena in Paradise, Nevada. Now, at the weigh-in, Fonseca came in at 130 pounds. Davis showed up an hour late and came in at 132 pounds, 2 pounds over the weight limit. Now, Davis declined to weigh in after 2 hours, forcing the IBF to strip him of the title. Now, the title was declared vacant, but the title would be still up for grabs if Fonseca secured the victory. Now, Davis won the fight via knockout in round 8 with a controversial ending, right? The final punch appeared to be an illegal punch to the back of the head to Fonseca, and the referee counted him out 39 seconds into the round. Now, after the fight, Davis mocked Fonseca. Fonseca appeared hurt before the knockout blow, which Davis, who was booed by the crowd, explained to Jim Gray of Showtime in the post-fight interview, "I actually caught him with a body shot before that and he was hurt. So he took advantage of me hitting him in the back of his head and went down." Now, with the win, Davis secured his 10th straight knockout victory. Now, due to Davis winning the fight, the IBF title remained vacant. Gervonta Davis will move on to fight for the WBA super featherweight title versus Quasar, right? Now, Quasar was 28-2 with 21 knockouts at the time. Boy, it was bad. But check this out. Prior to the fight, Alberto Machado was the WBA champion at the same weight class and was unexpectedly downgraded to regular champion. And the Davis and Quasar fight was upgraded to be for Machado's WBA super featherweight title, for those who didn't know that. Now check this out. Davis' first knockdown came in the second round, right? Left hook dropped him. And then he turned around and put him down twice in the third round. Fight over. Now, after the fight, Davis announced that he wanted to fight the winner for his former IBF title, which never took place. Moving on outside of boxing, Gervonta Davis is good friends with rapper Meek Mill. Meek told Davis that he was going to be a star, and this was before the fame. He met Meek through an artist he signed named Chino, who is like Davis' best friend. Now, Meek is the first person Davis actually went to LA with, which made him want to move there. A big reason is to build his brand without Floyd Mayweather, right? So he doesn't have to rely on Floyd for everything. Now, when Davis also went to Atlanta, he ran into another rapper, Young Jeezy, and Jeezy talked to Davis about standing up for his people, and Davis actually fed off that. Now, he doesn't look at what he's doing as a me thing. He wants to do it for the people who's around him and the ones who will come up behind him. Here's another thing. Davis said he has a lot of respect for women after being with his daughter's mother throughout the entire pregnancy, sleeping in bed with her at the hospital and watching her give birth to his daughter. Now, the pain women have to endure during pregnancy is tougher than anything a man has to ever go through. He said he was actually with her for 5 years before their baby. He said the only people who can ask him for money is his child's mother and his actual mother. Now check this out, this is crazy. He said in an interview that he bought his mom a hoopty because she kept crashing cars. Moving on, here's a quote from Gervonta Davis on Calvin Ford. "He was like a father figure to me. He was the only person looking out for me because I was so bad, because I had so much anger. My coach took care of me and told me to focus on the main goal." Now on the flip side of things, Calvin Ford went on to say, "I think we needed each other. In a sense, we saved each other. I may have been looking out for him, but by him being there, he kept me out of trouble too. It's been a long climb for all of us, and we still have a long ways to go. We'll get there. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, and for those of you who are new, subscribe. See you in the next one. Go!
I don't like fighters who talk too much. I'm the world's greatest. He must fall in 5 rounds, but if you talk about me, I'll cut it 3.
What's going to happen to him?
He might be great, but he'll fall in 8. I'm the prettiest sight in the ring today. That's my label.
I'm going to prove that I am still the real champion, and I want them all to tune